This video is for folks who are pretty much new to Pandas. We will look at three topics. First, we will look at loading and inspecting data. We'll also look at correlation analysis, and we'll also look at cross-tabulation. Let's get started by spinning up a command line interface in Python. We'll load a dataset called the auto dataset, and this is a dataset that is fairly well known among statistical programmers. It is available online at the web address shown on the screen. It's data that shows information about vehicles. It tells you whether the vehicle is foreign or domestic, it tells you its repair record, and it tells you, most importantly, information about its price, its miles per gallon, its weight, etc. I'm a fan of working with this data for educational purposes because it provides an opportunity to demonstrate a variety of statistical techniques and analytical techniques. On the screen, I'm showing an excerpt of this data. You can see the columns that I'm showing are make, MPG, weight, price, and foreign. Make tells us the make of the model, MPG tells us its efficiency in miles per gallon, weight tells its weight, price tells its price, and then foreign tells us whether the vehicle is foreign or domestic manufactured. After loading and performing a rudimentary inspection of our data, let's think about an analysis that might make sense for this data. Perhaps there's a relationship between miles per gallon and weight, the efficiency of the vehicle and how much the vehicle weighs. But would we also see a relationship with price? Let's take a look. Using the correlation method, we can produce a correlation matrix for these variables. This display shows us several things. We see the relationship between miles per gallon, weight, and price. Down the diagonal from the upper left to the lower right, we see all ones because in that diagonal we're comparing variables with themselves. Of course, you would see a perfect correlation of 1 when comparing a variable with itself. Let's talk through this, working our way down the first major column under efficiency, miles per gallon. The first row we see miles per gallon compared with itself. There's that perfect correlation. Moving down to the next row, we see miles per gallon compared with weight, and we see a negative correlation of 0.80. This means that as one variable increases, the other variable decreases. As weight increases, the efficiency decreases. That's something that we might have expected. The next thing that we look at is price, and we weren't sure necessarily whether price would have any relationship with miles per gallon or whether it would be positive or negative. Here we're seeing a negative relationship, 0.46. So again, as one goes up, the other goes down. The question for data scientists, analysts, and statisticians would be, why do these relationships exist? What more can we understand about these relationships? Those are topics for other videos. Our purpose today is to continue poking around in Pandas. Let's take another look at another technique. To demonstrate this other technique, I'm going to reload the auto dataset, and then I'm going to create a new variable. I'm going to base that variable on price. We're going to create an affordability variable. The affordability variable is going to have two values. It'll either be affordable or costly. Vehicles that are above the median price will be costly. Vehicles that are below the median price will be affordable. Here we see the median price is $5,006 roughly. We will use that median as the cut point for our affordability variable. Here we are creating that affordability variable. We're using the syntax df, open square bracket, quotation mark, affordability, quotation mark, close square bracket. We're going to set that equal to a list comprehension. So we're going to say that affordability equals affordable if the price is less than $5,006. Otherwise, it's going to be equal to costly. And we're going to do that for all of the prices in df price. The next demonstration I'll do is to show how that affordability variable looks in our data frame. I can do that by adding the affordability variable to the list of variables that we place on the list at the end of the data frame. This syntax basically tells Pandas to display the variables that have been itemized in the list. On the screen now we see the data excerpt that I showed earlier in the video, but with the affordability variable. Let's now take a look at the relationship between affordability and source of manufacture. I will use the crosstab method to show how many vehicles are affordable and domestic, costly and domestic, affordable and foreign, costly and foreign. So on the screen now we see the output. There are 29 vehicles that are both domestic and affordable, 23 that are domestic and costly, 8 that are foreign and affordable, and 14 that are foreign and costly. Some things for you to try on your own. Do you think there's a relationship between affordability and the source of manufacture? Also think back earlier to the video where we saw a relationship between price and efficiency. Can you create a new variable that'll be a categorical based on efficiency, something like high efficiency and low efficiency, and then cross-tabulate high efficiency with low efficiency on the new categorical affordability. Is there anything from that output that might help you better understand the relationship between efficiency and affordability? Don't forget, you're more ready than you think you are. Hit subscribe, check out these other videos, and let's connect. I look forward to being in touch.